boys and girls. This week in PE class, you are going to be creating a game. Your assignment is to create a game that can be played at home or in PE class at school. Your game could be something that can only be played at home, only be played in PE class, or it can be a game that can be played both places. When you create your own game, there's a lot to think about as you're creating it. First, you need to think about what equipment you might use. What people is it going to be for? What skills might you use in your game? What's the objective or the main goal of the game? What does the setup look like to get your game started? And what are some strategies you would use to try to win your game? Let's dive a little deeper into some of these things. Let's start in the bottom right-hand corner and talk about the equipment first. The equipment that you choose will have to be something that you have around your house. So look around your house and see what equipment you have to use. This could be equipment that you've been using in your PE class, like regular sports equipment, or it could be anything that you have in your home or outside of your home. Once you decide what equipment you'd like to use, then you should decide how many people this game will be for. Is this an individual game? Is it a partner game? Or is this a game where you have teams competing against another team of people? What skills might you use in your game? That's probably going to depend on what equipment you are using. For example, if you're using a ball, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to throw it, kick it, shoot it, dribble it, strike it? It's up to you what you choose to do, but that's an important part of the game. You have to know how you're going to use that equipment in your game. Next, what's your objective? What's the main goal of the game? Are you scoring points? Are you stealing something? Are you tagging a person? What are you going to be doing? Is your game a certain amount of time? You'll have to decide what the main goal is. Once you have the equipment, people, skills, and objective, then you have to think about how you're going to set up the game. By setup, I mean, what would it look like if Mrs. Malloy set up your game to use in class? I like to set up my equipment before students get there so it's ready to go. So how might you set your game up so it's ready to go for your video? Last but not least is strategy. Are there any strategies to use in your game to try to win? Once you've decided all of those things, you're going to create a video that teaches me how to play your game. You'll explain all the directions and the rules of the game, and you're going to demonstrate how the game is played and what skills you're using. When your video is complete, you'll upload it to Canvas like normal. Your Canvas pages are filled with different activity videos that you can use for ideas and examples. But so you don't have to go hunting, down below this video, I've put a few of my favorite examples that I think will be easy for you to use to help you make your own game video. The game you're creating does not have to be a completely brand new, never heard of game. It could be a twist on a game that you already enjoy. Just make sure you're making it your own game in some way. And it should also have a name. Let's talk about your grading rubric for this assignment. The learning target is being able to create a game. So let's focus on the score of a 3, which is where you're aiming for to be proficient. To get a 3, in your video, you need to explain the directions, the gameplay, and the scoring or how you win in a logical format Then demonstrate how the activity is played. Think of all of the videos that you've watched of Mrs. Malloy or another PE teacher explaining how to play a game with a demonstration in it. Your video should be similar to that. If you have any questions, always feel free to message me in Canvas or email me. And I cannot wait to see the games that you create. Your game is due by this Friday, April 16th. I hope you enjoy creating it. Have fun!